So, what happens when you take one of Thailand's most sacred art forms and you smash it together with our most advanced technology? Well, you get something truly extraordinary. We're talking about a project that's using artificial intelligence to bring an ancient, epic war to life, right off the temple walls. It's bridging centuries of art and innovation in a way you've never seen before.
And this right here, this quote from the creators, it just gets to the very heart of the whole thing. The idea is to breathe life into something that's been static for centuries. It's about taking something beautiful but frozen and just making it move, making it live. That's a powerful mission, right?
Okay, so before we get into how they did it, we've got to appreciate where it all came from. We have to start with the source, and that takes us to the silent epic painted on the walls of the famous temple of the Emerald Buddha, Wat Phra Kaew.
I mean, just look at this. For centuries, these masterpieces have held their stories completely captive, totally still. These are incredible, intricate frescoes. You could literally say it's ancient Thai art, just frozen in time. They're telling this huge, grand story. But up until now, you'd have to piece it all together yourself, moving from one static painting to the next.
But here's the thing. These murals aren't just pretty decorations. No way. They contain a whole narrative. And we're not talking about just any story. This is the Ramakien, Thailand's national epic. And let me tell you, this is no quiet bedtime story. It's a full-blown celestial war.
When you boil it down, the Ramakien is this epic, cosmic clash between good and evil. It's a foundational myth, and it's absolutely packed with gods, demons, and heroic monkeys. And these murals, they're basically the most famous visual record of the entire thing.
So in this conflict, you've got two very clear sides. In one corner, you have the hero, Rama, and he's leading these powerful simian, that's monkey, armies. And in the other corner, you've got the demonic legions of the bad guy, Ravana. And believe me, this isn't just some small skirmish. We're talking about an epic battle for the fate of the entire cosmos.
All right, so we've got the ancient art, we've got the epic story. Now, let's bring in the game changer, the spark that lights the fuse. We're about to introduce a completely new kind of artist, one that was born from code.
So this new artist is a type of AI called a generative neural network. The easiest way to think about it is like a digital apprentice. It doesn't just copy things. Instead, it studies thousands of examples of ancient Thai murals to learn the style, the specific brush strokes, the colors they used, the way the characters look. It learns the very essence of the art. And once it's trained, it can create totally new art that looks and feels completely authentic.
So what happens when you take this digital apprentice and introduce it to the ancient masters on the temple walls? Well, this is where the project really comes to life. This is where those two worlds collide.
And this is where the whole method gets really brilliant. The AI wasn't just looking at the art for, some general inspiration. No, the creators treated these sacred murals like literal blueprints for a digital battlefield. Every character's pose, where they were standing in relation to everyone else, the scenery around them, it was all mapped out as data points. It created a perfect framework to guide the animation.
The whole process basically breaks down into three key steps. First, analyze those murals like they're blueprints. Step 2, train the AI on that unique, ancient Thai aesthetic. And then, for the final step, the AI generates the one thing that's missing, all the fluid, kinetic motion between the painted poses. It creates something brand new, but in a way that perfectly matches the original style. It's how you get from a static painting to dynamic motion. So, what does it all look like when it comes together? Well, this is the moment history is literally put into motion. And here it is, the final result. It's a perfect synthesis. You've got the soul and the feel of the ancient murals totally preserved, but now they're just alive with this fluid AI-driven motion. You can see the monkey armies leap, the demonic legions clash, and it's all done in a style that is so authentic, you'd swear the original artists came back and animated it themselves.
Okay, it looks incredible, but why does a project like this really truly matter? Well, for one, it preserves cultural heritage in a format that isn't going to fade or decay. It also makes this really complex, ancient story instantly accessible to a whole new generation. And maybe the biggest takeaway is that it shows us that AI can be a powerful, creative partner, totally reimagining the future of how we preserve art and tell stories.
And all of this leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. If we can use this technology to wake up the epic wars of the Ramakien from ancient temple walls, just imagine what other histories, what other silent stories captured in art all around the world are just sitting there, waiting for us to bring them to life too.